Hey girly, Pandora here with another video. We're in a different setting. We are in my room. We're doing a little bit of a different kind of a video, more of like a sit down chit chat, more like a venting session, I guess, because I guess I still kind of need to vent. I know a lot of you guys don't really like know me like that, but I just kind of need to vent, I guess. So that's what we're going to do. As you can tell, I'm not used to like really doing this, but we're here doing it, and I feel like it'll help a little bit more, even though I have been like journaling and stuff. It's just, I feel like I just need to keep getting stuff out, I guess. And I know this year has been crazy for everyone in their own like different little ways. And even like before that, like I think once when, you know, everything happened in like 2020 to like now, it's just been like crazy. Like insane, like just events happening like back to back to back, and just a lot to handle. But we're not even gonna look back really on the past couple years because like yeah. But this year I would say has definitely been like crazy. um it's just been an intense year. I feel like everyone's had some sort of a intense kind of year. And yeah, if you've had an intense year, let me know down below. Let's just all kind of like get what we can out. Like we could all have a whole venting session in the comments or something. um if you just feel like you need to get something out, just get it out. Yeah, so let me just like stop rambling and kind of just get into the bits and pieces of 2022, the recap of this year. So for me, I thought 2022 was gonna be kind of good, but nah. I will say, I feel like it started like really just going downhill for me during my birthday. And I feel like everyone has that one birthday that's kind of like trash, and this birthday was like trash for me. Like I got to go out with my family and like a couple friends, but like afterwards it's just, it wasn't it, if that makes sense. Like it just, the vibes just didn't really seem right at all. And the things that I was like, to me, that I felt like noticing, it didn't feel like my birthday. Like it just, I felt like by myself, you know? Like when I went out, people noticed that I was like just dancing by myself, and they were like, "Oh, is it your birthday?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "You're here? Oh, you're here by yourself?" I'm like, "No, there's people here, but like they're not here." And they're like, "Wow, that's kind of like, messed up." And so they made it like a little bit better. They like hung out with me and stuff like that. So that was nice because strangers helped my birthday feel like it was my birthday. And then after that, I had like really, really nice plans for like my actual birthday. And because the night before didn't really go well, I just like, and in the morning of too, like I just had like cute little plans to do things with people, and it just all kind of like fell apart, and I was like just broke down crying in like my hotel room. And so I was hoping maybe like the later in the day it'll be fine, but like I was like bawling my eyes out. I called one of my friends, bawling my eyes out. I'm like, maybe like something, since I do have like, reservations for this restaurant I saw, maybe things will work out, but like I was so like kind of devastated. And the person I was with at the time, I was just like, you know, going through the motions, and then they were like, so what do you want to do? And to me, it's just like, you see the person you're with, tell me if I'm wrong, but like, or if you feel this way sometimes, like you see the person you're with and they're like bawling their eyes out, it's their birthday. I feel like you don't ask them what they want to do. You kind of be like, we're going to do this, we're going to like lift their spirits up, we still have these plans and we're going to go do them, like to make you feel better. And it's like that person asking like, oh, what do you want to do, made it just like, really? I can't even think right now. Like, I don't know. I don't even care anymore. Like, you're not trying to make it like any better, I feel like, and whatever. And then those reservations for that night got canceled. Like, yeah. So I ended up really doing a thing. I was just like sad and just kind of like, yeah. So it just went like, sorry guys, I'm just awkward, so I'm like laughing a lot, but like I don't mean to be laughing. And then, you know, it's just, I've been like kind of on edge for that. And I'm just like, whatever, like, And then fast forward a little bit more to like work and everything. Work is crazy, at least for me. It took so much of my time, and I'm still trying to go to school, and I'm old, you guys. I'm like old. I'm 26. Because I've been like in and out of college like so much, and like I'm trying to like be consistent and stuff. So for work, I got the opportunity to like, you know, be full-time, and I was going to school full-time, and I thought I could handle it, and I was doing okay for like a little bit, but things just started to get a little bit more intense and stuff. So I'm just like, oh my god, I don't think I could do this, because for me personally, I don't want to stay in retail forever, and that's just not my thing. Like, I will want to have my own shop and stuff, but like I don't see myself being a manager or something like that of a store for like so many plus, where, you know, I basically worked literally like all day, and if you're in college, you know, your assignments are due like at 11:59 and I barely had time to submit my assignments. Like I had like at least an hour to like submit my stuff, and I even couldn't get anything done even before, because like I spent my time trying to get ready for work, be on time, make sure I have an Uber and all this other stuff. Like I was just like kind of cramming stuff in within like the hour 59 minutes, and I wasn't really like retaining anything either, and it just started to slip after a while too. Like I went from being like my GPA being super high to like it just slowly dropping. And then I was like, I just need to like step back, because I can't handle it, and I thought I could. And I felt like when it was brought up that I wanted to like kind of just be part-time, I felt like it wasn't like taken well, I guess, from how I saw it. And I'm just like, school is way more important to me than this job, you know? I want to finish school because I have bigger goals for myself that I want to do, and this is just taking way too much of my time, like way too much of my time. Like I can't even focus on school. I'm not even retaining anything. Like I'm rushing all my stuff. I'm like missing assignments, my grades are slipping, and sometimes I felt like if things happen or if I did something wrong, it was like almost like the end of the world. And I'm just like, you know, people are human, things happen, and I don't understand it. Like I know I'm at a higher standards from other people too, but it's just like sometimes it's just too much. Because like if it was just like one little thing, yeah, because like I'll be tired, I'll be mentally drained, and I was like honestly kind of depressed too, and it just started all weighing down on me. And then I'm just like starting not to be happy here anymore, and it started weighing down, and then people started to notice too. Like I just honestly I started to like not care anymore. I'm just like, I'm so over it. Like I want to live my life and like finish school. I feel like for me personally, I'm so far behind compared to like everyone else, and I feel like you shouldn't be comparing yourself like that, but you can't help but to compare yourself like that, and you can be your own worst enemy, especially me, because I get so like crazy hard on myself, and like I doubt myself so much because like people, like I'll meet strangers and stuff, and then they'll be like, you have like all this crazy potential, like you don't need to be here. And like I don't tell them anything about like what I have planned and stuff like that. And I guess when they meet me, they're like, wow, you have like such good energy, you could do so much more. And then sometimes, oh my god, I'm trying not to cry. And then sometimes it's like, what do you guys see? Because I don't see that potential that they see sometimes. Like I put on the front like I do, but like I'm like, what do you guys see? I don't understand, because I heard that so much, like with working and stuff. I'm just like, what are you guys seeing? Because I don't see it, because I've been stuck for like a long time. And I feel like I'm just now finally moving. So where's this connect? Because I don't see it. But now I'm starting to, which we'll kind of like get into. So then with work, like I said, I just kind of like started not caring. Like I still did my job, but it was just, I wasn't really giving my 100%, and I knew I could have did it, but like I just felt like it wasn't really deserved, as messed up as it sounds. I'm just like, you know what? I don't care. So then I went on vacation to really think about like the things I want to do. So that was a whole crazy ordeal too. So that was when I went to San Diego. It was supposed to be me, my friend, and my coworker. It was just ended up being me and my coworker that went, and a whole sequence of events happened. The first hotel was like, there's no payment, there's no nothing, and I was confused. I was like, okay, well, let me figure out what's going on, etc., etc. And then we found out it really wasn't paid for, so we just had to find the cheapest thing, and which we did. And we're both fire signs, and we were just over it because we were burnt out. Like we're just like, should we just go back home, because like this is too much, this is like so ridiculous. But then we have people talk to us and calm us down, or like, you know, you never know, tomorrow might be a better day, you guys might have more fun. So we did that, and then that next day it was great. We went to the beach, it was nice, it was relaxing. We're like, we're glad we stayed. We had to talk, we got a little bit closer, and you know, we still text and everything too. So it's like I kind of made a friend, I guess you could say, out of that, and not just like a work friend. And then when we get back to the hotel, everything's just like dead. Like the power was out, everything, it was just, it was out until like we had to check out, and I'm like, there wasn't no yeah. And then that's when I like decided to just put in my 2 weeks, because I was over it. I was just like, I saw my grades compared to like what they were now, and I'm just like, because I was at like a 4.0, then it stayed at like a 3.7, and then it just and I was like, yeah, I can't have this job dictate my life. So I put my 2 weeks in, and then it was a bittersweet moment because I was like honestly really happy to leave, but like I was sad because I knew I wouldn't be seeing a lot of people anymore. Like sometimes I do go visit when I can, but it was bittersweet because, you know, you're leaving and then like the connections you made with people and like how they helped you and stuff like that too. So I'm just like, it was sad. And I was telling my boss, I was like, you better not make me cry because this is why I wear makeup even today. Because Halloween is like my favorite holiday, so they made it kind of like Halloween themed and stuff like that. And I love sweets, and it was really cute. So then that happened, and then I left, and then I felt like things were starting to get a little bit better. But before I left, also, me and my boyfriend, we broke up, and it was just crazy because like I was still kind of holding on to things from the past, and like things he said, like I guess I couldn't let go of either. So, and a part of me felt like I was playing catch up, trying to like catch up to him and where he was, or like he wanted me to hurry up and do things, and I couldn't. But I guess it was just kind of strained, and we were kind of just being toxic towards each other. But like, I know we really loved each other, and I still feel like we still do love each other. It's just I don't know, you know? And I feel like we both kind of needed to grow because he was asking me to do things and I couldn't do them right away. I have my own way of doing things. For me, it takes time. I don't open up quickly and communicate really, so it takes me time to like do things like you and feel really comfortable with you, then I start opening up to you. I don't like being rushed to open up. I open up on my own time, or it kind of happens randomly during like a random conversation. Like you could be talking about candy or something, and then like boom, random memory. Here you go. There's something you know about me, you know, kind of situation. And I just felt like sometimes, and I've talked to him about this before, sometimes I felt like he's seen me like kind of like a little bit lower than him. So that kind of sucked too. And then like when I remember what he said, that really like just made me feel low when I was already low. It stung, and I really hadn't looked at him the same, and like it just brought me mentally and emotionally just even more down. And usually people don't know how I'm feeling because I usually hide it until I'm like by myself and I can feel how I want to feel. So I usually just I wanted to put on a face and, you know, just go through it by myself. But even despite all that, like we had really bad times, but like the relationship, it was good, but like there were like bad times, and I just don't think it was equipped for that. So I honestly don't know. It's up in the air, to be completely honest, to this present day. Like we met up and we talked before recently about a relationship, probably about a month ago, I want to say. Just saying some things, and then like there were still some things said, and like for me it hadn't like I was trying to like get the connection, because like we might still like talk because there's things that he said during the conversation that doesn't really make sense to me because I'm just trying to figure out like how I talk to you. They're like, it just seems to be like an understanding kind of issue, and which I think it is. And I know when we broke up before, because it's not the first time we broke up, but like this time it hits really different. Because like my heart is just broken. When we would break up, I feel like we would just quickly return to like normalcy and not really talk about anything or the issues. But this breakup was different. This time I broke up with him, and I needed to grow and heal, and he needed to grow and heal. And then there was a point during our breakup, like I told him, I was like, man, I just want us to get back together. I want to get back together. You know, I'm ready for us to get back together. And then, even though I was saying it, I felt like something still didn't feel right, you know? And I didn't know what it was. And I think it's because I missed him so much. I wanted us to get back together really fast. But it's like, even though I was focusing on myself, I was still trying to hurry and get that relationship back. And then fast forward a little bit, a couple months or so, then he's like, I'm ready to get back together. And then I'm like conflicted because I feel so many things. I'm like, why did it take you like so long to figure you want to get back together? Like, what? And I was angry, like, why did it take you so freaking long? And then like, I'm like, finally. But then I was also confused, like, I don't know. And then like, I want to follow my heart and say yes. My heart was just like, just say yes. Just say yes. But my gut was like, not yet. Something's not right. Not yet. Like, you still need time. And they say listen to your guts. So I listened to my gut. And I feel like since I chose that, like, a part of me felt like he wasn't mad at me because I declined, you know, after I said I wanted to like get back together and stuff. And then I felt like after that decline, ever since then, like, I felt like he wanted me to like just kind of hurt. That's me and my personal feelings. I haven't talked to him about that. Whenever we do talk again, I'm going to tell him that, but I'm telling you guys. I just felt like he wanted me to hurt and stuff, like as much as he did or more. And like, he wouldn't talk to me, text me, because like there'd be times when we break up and we would still like text and talk and stuff. And it's like, I know I said I wanted to get back together, but something doesn't feel right. And I think it's because we still need time to ourselves. And I told him, I was like, I love you so much. I don't want to be in this position again. I really don't. I need to figure out things with myself. And I felt like I gave him time to like figure things out. So for me, I was hoping he would give me time to figure things out, but it's like, no, you don't get the time to figure it out. Like, that's how I felt. Like, and I feel like when, I don't know if you guys felt like this too, like when people do something to you, you're usually more like forgiving and stuff. But it's like when you do it, it's like, oh, okay, I see how it is, so I'm gonna make it twice as bad, or like you're like the freaking devil. And Like, why are you doing this? Like, yeah, I did it to you, but like, why do you think you can do it to me? Kind of situation. That's why I feel like sometimes like people will do things and then like if you stand up for yourself, it's like, oh my god, why are you doing this? And I'm just like, okay, I don't get it. I was like, I just hope you understand like where I'm coming from, because if we really do care about each other, we need to like really figure this out and see what's going on. And for me, I feel like I don't really know how like good relationships are, and that relationship, it was good, but I wasn't used to it. And I know he wanted to work on things together, but I couldn't, because I felt like I was still going to be rushed on my process to get things together quicker and faster. And I'm like, I already feel like I'm a late bloomer. Like, I don't need extras from you, from someone making me feel like worse, and I wasn't taken seriously. So it's just like, I don't know. And then I still do have feelings for him, still love him, but I don't know what is best or where the road's gonna lead. I don't know if it's gonna lead us back to each other or lead to something new, which is also frightening, because although I'm broken, I'm also healing at the same time, going through my healing journey. And I will say, as crazy as it sounds, I have felt lighter and so much happier, and I feel like I'm slowly getting back to myself. I'm getting back into hobbies I used to enjoy doing that I've neglected to do, because like I feel like I get so consumed with people, and especially people I'm with, I kind of just neglect myself and my things that I want to do. And I feel like I'm finally focusing on myself, and I'm like learning myself again, and like loving myself again, which is really nice. Do I still have like days where I'm sad and get depressed? Yeah, but I feel like it's getting less and less, but they still like pop up and come around, you know? I feel like that's normal with situations like this. I love reading. I've been writing and journaling, which is really nice, and I haven't done any of that stuff in like years. When I say years, I mean years. And I'm happy I picked up a new hobby too on top of it, and I feel like I am meeting people and it might lead to better things. I don't know. I'm kind of just vibing with time. Whatever happens, I guess. But I do have plans, which I'm excited about, but this year has been a roller coaster, especially emotionally and mentally. I don't know about you guys, but it's been crazy. And I feel like too sometimes, like, especially like since like the main two major moments for me, for my birthday and like the breakup, sometimes I just felt like really like alone. And I feel like sometimes people didn't really check on me, and like I know I don't show it or express it, but just like sometimes I wish it would, like it would be nice. And it has changed since then, but for the longest time I felt like no, not really, unless I brought it up, you know? But I am trying to like be more open and vulnerable and not like see it as a weakness. And yeah, I'm trying not to be like crying or anything. I'm really like holding it together. I know I did a little bit but I feel like I don't know what 2023 really has in store, honestly. And I'm not going to say 2023 is my year. I just don't know what it has in store. I just know I need to take things differently and not let it consume me, or like if something bad happens, not let it consume me and like alter things and just like make things for the worse. Like, get over it, it's fine. If you mess up, it's fine. If you fail, it's fine. Get up, do it again. Just keep trying, you know? And I will say, while I'm healing, I've been feeling really happy, and I feel like it's starting to show now. And as crazy and contradicting, I guess you could say, as it sounds, the things that I let go, I feel like it's like a weight lifted in a way, and I feel lighter, feel happier. Even like I said, I do have plans, and I will probably be most likely take you guys with me along that journey. So 2022, no, not 2022, 2023, I do have plans and stuff for my channel. Maybe we can have event sessions. Even if we don't, I still might do one, because honestly it kind of felt nice to kind of just talk, you know? Like, I wrote it down and stuff, but it's nice to, like, you know, if you are going through the same thing or something similar, let me know down below. We could talk, chat, just hear each other out, you know? But yeah, I do have things in store for next year. I know we're all going through something, but I know it's gonna be good. That I do feel in my gut. It's gonna be something good, but you know, we'll see. But before I start rambling and babbling, I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be next year. That is my 2022 recap. Getting a little insight of me, I guess. And yeah, if you like this video, let me know. Hit the like button. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more. I'm not always like this, but I needed to get it off my chest one more time. And yeah, I'll see you guys next year, babes, girlies, next year.